Hi everyone, today is Friday, September 20th, and tomorrow is the first day of deer season in this area. This is D7 in California. So we have 6 weeks to hunt. It's general season, so you can hunt with a rifle or with archery. If you have been following my channel, then you probably noticed I haven't really made any videos lately, but I did hunt the entire archery season. I came up here in the mountains, and I also hunted kind of close to home. So I moved to Oakhurst 3 years ago, which is up in the mountains. And this year I actually got a new job. It's 10 minutes from my house and I love it. It's still high school kids. I love the job. I love everything about it. I love my students. And I love the fact that I can be at work in 9-10 minutes. I can be up in the mountains within 45 minutes and hunt. I even have a couple of spots like right outside of Oakhurst, like literally 10-15 minutes from work. I even hunted there with my bow right after work. All of this is very exciting. Tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up nice and early. I have Misha with me. As you could see, she's right there. And she's going to stay in my trailer. You silly puppy. I used to not be able to leave her in my trailer. I just couldn't trust her. She actually destroyed a tent once because I left her behind. So I had to take her with me when I went hunting, which wasn't good because, you know, she makes noise and she's adding additional movements. But now she's somehow matured since last year, and she actually just hops on my bed and just waits for me patiently. So this night, Friday night, is the night before opening weekend, and it's always full of excitement. You can't really do anything yet. You can't hunt. All you can do is pack your backpack, make your snacks, lay out your clothes, and think about all the possibilities the next day can hold. And I feel like I only have this exciting night, just this one night, just the night before it all begins. So I'm going to kill the suspense right now and tell you right up front that there were no animals harmed in the making of this video. So then you might want to ask me, why would I even make a hunting video where no animal ever gets killed, right? Well, there are lots of reasons. First of all, I don't know that no animal would get killed. I'm always very hopeful. So I just start shooting and I'll just make these videos, right? But most importantly, I do it because I get a lot of messages from people on Facebook and Instagram and a lot of comments on my YouTube videos from people telling me that they enjoy these videos because they cannot get out there to hunt or even hike. And there are so many different reasons. They might have moved away to an area where they can't hunt. They might not be able to do it. They don't have the ability or their health, or they might have to work too much, or they have family obligations, or all these things, and they actually enjoy watching a video where somebody is out there. They kind of want to feel like they're out there with them. And any hunter knows that hunting is not about the killing only. I mean, there are so many things that lead up to it. And if you live here in this area, pretty much anywhere in California, but here in D7, the success rate is about 7%. So that means 93% of the people are not successful, but you don't measure your success by how big of an animal you have taken or if you have taken anything. Like I said, so many other things go into that just by being out there and having that experience. So that's one reason. But the other reason is that even if no one will ever watch my videos, I want to be able to look back 10-20 years from now and say, wow, I did that. My philosophy in life is now more than ever, is that you need to live your life while you can. You need to do the things you want to do while you're able to do it, because 10, 20 years from now, you could be watching somebody else's videos saying, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna live through that. Well, I want to do all that right now, and then later look back at my own videos and relive those memories. So this is why I do these. So if you are looking for a big buck taken, then this video is not for you. But if you just want to feel like you were out there with me, then you might enjoy this video. I was out there for 5 hours, so I'm heading back to my campsite. It's only a 10-minute drive, so I'm going back to check on Misha and have a quick lunch. Hi, sweetie. How you doing, baby? Hi. Were you a good doggy? Is she gonna run off? Hi, precious. Let's see, did she make a mess? No, she did not. Good job. Oh my God, doggy. What you doing, precious? Hi. Mishachka. Mishachka. Sit. Hi, sweetheart. Mommy's back. Just for a little bit, okay? Just for a little bit. Misha, come on, baby. Come on. Come inside. Mommy has to go, okay? Mommy has to go. She'll be back soon. A couple of hours. All right, sweetheart? You be a good doggy. And I see you later. All right, precious? Be good doggy. Bye, sweetheart. Mommy loves you. Yes, she does. Be my good doggy. Bye, sweetie. What a good doggy I have. Misha, come on. Come on, baby. Oh, my good doggy. Mommy has to go, baby. I'll see you later, okay? Be my good doggy. I'm gonna go try and get a deer. All right, bye, sweetheart. See you later. There are 100 different ways to hunt deer, and each of those ways can be right. Of course, there are many hunters who will tell you their way is the only way and the only right way, but that's not true. You can hunt high elevation, low elevation, middle elevation at any time during the season. Deer are taken at any of those elevations at any time. You can hike out into the backcountry miles and miles away and find some big bucks. You can just hike into the forest, not too far from anything at all. And of course, you can do any of these things and not ever see a single deer. That's just how it is. You just never know what will happen. You can also just drive around. Lots of people take deer road hunting. Now, some people don't know what road hunting means. That does not mean you shoot from your truck. That means you're driving around trying to cover a large area, and you have better chances of spotting a deer. And then, of course, you get out and you pursue it as far as you have to, or as long as you take one step off the road, you're actually okay to shoot away from the road. And many people get their deer like that. A lot of people, of course, judge them, but you know what? Whatever works for you, as long as it's within legal and ethical methods. So I like to mix it up. In the mornings, I always like to hike in. I guess I kind of feel like I'm doing it sort of the right way, you know, to hike in and sit and wait and keep going and then just sit and wait some more. Also, you could spend 5, 6, 7 hours out in the forest and not ever see a deer, but you don't feel like it was a waste of time. Like, you still had such a great time. I have spent entire days driving around and you don't see anything. It's just not the same feeling. That's just me. So what I usually do is hike out in the morning and either stay until noon or stay past noon, 1, 2 o'clock, and then come back. If I'm tired and I need to take a nap, I always do it between 3, 4, and 5 o'clock. But sometimes I come back early and then I go back out there again. So like I said, I mix it up. During the day, I might drive around or I might hike out to a different area. And then in the evenings, usually I tend to drive around because, for one, I don't want to hike out too far. If I do get a deer, I don't want the night to come, too soon, too dark, I'm too far, no help, there's no cell phone service. It would just be very difficult. In the morning, I feel like I have all the day to get anything done if I have to. But in the evening, if you go out there at 5 o'clock, within a couple of hours, that sun is going down. So in the evening, I usually drive around. And then the next day, I start hiking again and just do it like that. But my biggest issue usually is always self-doubt. If I'm driving, I'm thinking I should have hiked out and just sit and wait. If I'm hiking or sitting around or whatever in the forest, I'm thinking, what if I'm in the wrong place? There are no deer here. I should be in a different place. And this just never ends in my head. So I think this is my biggest issue. I don't quite know how to overcome it. I think once I have one deer under my belt, I'm going to feel a little bit more confident and I'm not going to second guess myself so much. But in the meanwhile, it's still a great experience. I'm learning every day. I listen to hunters. Hunters always love telling their stories, and there's always a lesson in there, 1 or 2. So I always listen, and I'll just try to get out there and do what I can. So interestingly, this weekend I hiked out. I walked, but I also sat around a lot, and then I kept going, and then I sat around. So I did that for about 5.5 hours, Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and did not see not one single deer. I saw lots of signs, but not one deer. And then that little bit of time I drove around, I spotted 5 does overall. So that kind of tells you something, but that's just how it is. So this weekend coming up, I will be going back. I will focus on a slightly different area. I'm going to try to focus on the burn area and and see what happens. So hopefully it will work out. But even if you are unsuccessful, as long as you're out there, it is a successful weekend. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.